Hello there. Today I quickly wanted to go over each of the classes and rank them. I mostly play True Solo since it's what I enjoy, so their capabilities in that environment are what I'll primarily be going by. And without further ado, let's start by talking about Assault. Assault has some very defined strengths and weaknesses. He has incredible burst damage that comes out very safely with his ground pound, and in the right environment, his horde clear is fantastic with Zealous Blow. Uh, However, he's got zero health damage reduction or ammo economy perks to speak of, so he's very punishing to play, like as you'd expect for a melee-oriented glass cannon class. Uh, for me, he sits solidly in the B tier. When things go right, he feels extremely powerful to play, but things can also go wrong very quickly for such a squishy class. Now, on the other hand, Bulwark is just that guy. I think he is the strongest class in the game, and especially when you're playing True Solo, his strengths really get to shine. Bulwark is blessed with just tons of great perk options. Intimidating Aura is one of the strongest perks in the game. He is extremely tanky with his extra HP and options like Conviction or Steel Within. He's got 100% range damage reduction with his shield, crazy gap close and stun lock ability in Shield Rush, and he even has the option to take some of the best healing in the game with Invigorating Icon. Really, this class just does it all. The only thing he does not have is equipment recharge, but with everything else he's bringing to the table, it doesn't really matter, and you don't even miss it. So I think Bulwark just sits above the rest of the roster solidly in S tier. Now, Heavy is another very strong class, and one that almost feels stronger playing True Solo just because you can hog all of the Extremis kills for more ammo in your heavy weapons. All of the heavy weapons are very strong and deal great damage and have great contested health recovery. And Heavy has the ability to take Fortitude and Conviction to become quite durable as well. The only real challenge for this class is being locked to balance parry outside of using the heroic heavy bolter, but he more than makes up for that with just raw firepower and tankiness. He's a great class and solid A tier. Now, Sniper is the class that sees the biggest difference when you're playing True Solo compared to co-op or with bots. When you're by yourself and you activate Camo Cloak, enemies actually just turn off and they stand there for free headshots. When combined with Lingering Concealment, this makes him just ridiculous in a True Solo environment, since you can almost always burst down any problem enemy without them even being able to see you. He has great ammo economy and the best equipment recharge in the game with Pattern of Excellence. Also has some of the best survivability options with Cloak and Purification. This class is just right at home playing in True Solo, and I'd put him at the top of A tier. I think it's arguable whether he's better than Heavy or not, but to me, Camo Cloak completely turning off enemies just puts Sniper that little bit higher. Now, Tactical is the squishiest class in the game, even more so than Assault. He is susceptible to taking huge damage and just dying instantly. However, he also brings the highest damage potential with his Auspex. He's got an amazing selection of ranged weapons and the best ammo economy enabler in the entire game with Emperor's Vengeance. Secure Stockpile is also just a busted perk. So overall, I would put him right next to Assault in the B tier. His damage and ammo economy is fantastic, but like Assault, things can go very wrong very quickly for Tactical because he's just so damn squishy. And this class also really shines in a team environment where Auspex and Secure Stockpile are even stronger, but he's still good for True Solo if you're locked in and able to stay alive. Now finally, we've got Vanguard. Vanguard is the lowest damage class in the game, and he also has no ammo economy enablers, but he's also one of the most survivable classes with great armor restore and healing options. I actually find it pretty hard to rank Vanguard because while he is extremely forgiving to play, his lower damage output and lacking ammo economy can also put you in some dangerous situations with problem enemies where you might run out of ammo. I would rate him above Assault and Tactical just because not being at risk of dying instantly from a single mistake is always good. But I do think he's a bit less powerful than Sniper or Heavy just because of his lower damage output, so I'll leave him at the top of B. So overall, this was about where I've ranked the classes for True Solo. I think all of them feel at least good to play. I don't think any class deserves C or D tier. Assault and Tactical are much more punishing to play than the rest of the roster, but overall I think the class balance is in an alright spot. Every class has something appealing about them that might draw you to wanting to play them, and at the end of the day, which ones will feel good to you is more about your desired play style and how much forgiveness is necessary for you to have a fun time. But anyway, that's about it for me. Of course, be sure to let me know how I have slandered your favorite class.